The drive-in diner, once a popular American icon, has mostly vanished, but not entirely in Maine. We were delighted to find Fast Eddie's Drive-In in Winthrop, Maine.
What can I get for you? Everything we try to do is a throwback. We try to keep it fun and family-friendly and make it be a fun, happy environment.
Barbara Angel and her husband Rusty run things here today. Rusty is especially big on the throwback vibe. The red booth banquettes in the small inside dining room came from Skowhegan's fabled Empire Grill, setting for the HBO miniseries Empire Falls.
Very cool. I also love the fact you've got working former drive-in movie speakers.
Working most of the time.
Simply pull in, lights on, a server magically appears. Generations now.
I've been coming here since I was probably a baby. I remember playing up on that exact playground.
And now you're working here.
I know, it's like full circle.
Nothing left to do but eat.
Oh, beautiful. Where do you get service like this anymore?
From the drive-in, we drove off 5 miles south to Monmouth, Maine, to visit a very different local landmark. You've heard the expression, they don't make them like this anymore.
It was built for the community, and it was built with an eye towards being something beautiful and good to look at.
Dennis Price is in charge of maintaining and helping run Monmouth's remarkable Cumston Hall. It was built in 1900 as a gift to the community by Charles M. Cumston, former headmaster of Boston's English High School. He chose a Monmouth muralist and painter, Harry Cochran, to design and decorate it. It was Cochran's first architectural project.
And that was part of the condition that Kumston gave the money. He insisted that Harry Cochran be the designer and be sort of the lead creative mind behind the building.
A building that, although public, was meant to inspire, educate, and entertain.
Built as a public building, always been used as a public building. They don't always have this level of flourish to them.
Again, it's sort of that legacy item of this is a gift for the community. The community should use it, so we're going to make it grand enough that the community can't ignore it.
And why would they? Not from the gift of a building that's home to both a magnificent theater and a lovely little public library.
You drive by and you're like, the first time you see it, you're kind of taken aback because it looks like this like medieval like castle, and it seems so out of place in like small town New England.
There we go. We want to be not just a place to get books, but a place to come in, meet your neighbors, relax, and enjoy the beauty of the space.
A space that, while not large, seems to unfold inside with wonderful little nooks and crannies.
Do people love that?
People do love that, and they find their favorites.
That goes for the shelves as well.
A Maine classic.
Adjacent to the small library, a stunning performance space.
It's a masterpiece.
Don McAndrews is artistic director of Kumston Hall's 250-seat theater at Monmouth, a professional repertory company producing both Shakespeare and contemporary plays here since 1970.
How strong is the local support in the greater Monmouth area in terms of supporting the theater?
Very supportive of it. We have people who come from 60 miles away to come see shows.
Including some people who are coming from, well, eternity. No big surprise with an old historic building like this. Plenty of ghost lore. According to McAndrews, during a dress rehearsal some years back, an actor standing alone on stage swore he saw an apparition in the balcony of designer Harry Cochran,
the architect of the building.
Space. Absolutely, sitting in a chair. And there's other community members who have gone to the great beyond who I also think visit this space.
So it's crowded, actually.
It's crowded.
Too bad they can't all subscribe. You could make it's a lot of subscribers.
Yes.
A theater, a library, a special, even magical building, all part of a long-ago gift that clearly keeps on giving.
The building reveals something new to me every day. Whether it's the way that the light comes in, if I can share that with other people, it's part of the great joy of my life, I think.
And the theater at Cumston Hall was originally built as an opera house, then transitioned and was hosting Gilbert and Sullivan performances, still though renowned for its tremendous acoustics.
All right, and the resident company, the Theater of Monmouth, will open its 56th season this spring, featuring Little Women and Taming of the Shrew.